18,000-seat arena, which is the base for the 3 professional sporting teams, a beautiful art museum, the world's largest children's museum, and of course the well-known Indianapolis 500-mile speedway.
An emotional day in court during the Kiritsis trial. Newswoman Linda Lupear recounts the events for us.
Today, the jury in the Tony Kiritsis case heard from his relatives and friends. Many of them said that in their opinion he was insane at the time he held Dick Hall hostage. Jimmy said he became aware something was wrong with Tony in the fall of 1976. He told of an event in 1968 when Tony and brother Steve got in a fight. Tony later took a shot at Steve and another brother Tom. He turned himself into the police, but he was never tried. Speaking rapidly in a soft voice, Jimmy broke into tears when telling of Tony's difficulties. Kiritsis' family wives and the defendant were also in tears. When questioned about his opinion of his brother's sanity, Jimmy said, "When I heard what he was doing, I told my wife, he's lost his damn mind." The next witness, Effie Kiritsis, had to be lifted into the witness chair. For 30 years, she has been crippled by rheumatoid arthritis. In a soft, hoarse voice, she told of not having seen her brother for 8 years. 8 years ago, she told defense attorney Niall Stanton, Tony broke into her home at the trailer court she owns. He was incoherent and had a gun. He was leaving the family business and wanted a financial settlement. Ms. Kiritsis said he had worked hard modernizing it and she believed he deserved the settlement. She added, "We love Tony very much. He had such a hostility and hatred in him toward the people he loved. As a matter of fact, we catered to him. We were concerned about his mental state." Effie Kiritsis, though, would not say anything bad about her brother, but brother Tom, who took the stand next, was more open. Tom Kiritsis told prosecutor George Montgomery under cross-exam that Tony held his sister captive for 2.5 days while the family negotiated with him. Finally, an agreement was reached. It gave Tony $55,000. He was not to be prosecuted for holding Effie. He was not to be sent to a psychiatrist. He went free. Said Tom to the jury of his brother, "I tried once to get him mental help. I didn't think he knew what he was doing. In my opinion, Tony's benevolent image is one of self-service." After a luncheon recess, there came a string of friends of Tony Kiritsis. In the words of one, Dutch Sheffer, "I honestly believe the man went off the deep end. He just popped it." Clyde, except for Tom, the family seemed reluctant to discuss Kiritsis' problems in great detail, but the episode with the sister was remarkably like the abduction of Dick Hall, only that time he did go free.
Ms. Kiritsis said that the family catered to him. Could that mean they're catering to him now?
It seemed very apparent. That was everyone's thought in the courtroom. We were sitting there watching the jury, of course, and you didn't get anything from their expression, but it seemed that they were still catering to him. They're still trying to protect him as they did when he was a sickly child, except Tom, who is younger and who would not have been in on that catering early in the life.
Did the defense pick that up at all, or the prosecution pick that up at all?
The prosecution's very much aware of it, and apparently some later psychiatric testimony will lean toward that too, the protected child that was kept within the family circle and everyone catered to his whims.
Okay, Linda, there's another court case going on. Howard?
Dead Man's Line, the true story of Tony Kiritsis.